The proposed coal-fired power plant is going to be right next door, literally across the street from the Little River Bottoms, which is recognized by Audubon, Arkansas as an important bird area. The largest colony of breeding water birds anywhere in the state, especially herons, egrets, ibis, and hingas, and a few more exotic sounding birds like purple gallinules and common moorhens and black-bellied whistling ducks. Mercury is one of the big pollutants coming out of coal-fired power plants, and mercury can affect the nervous system, the reproductive system, the excretory system of birds and other wildlife, and also in humans too. Mercury gets into the air, then it gets into the water, then it gets into the fish, and then birds eat the fish, we eat the fish, and we take in the mercury.
A new study from the University of Texas at San Antonio is consistent with a host of other reports which confirm that higher amounts of mercury in the tissues of plants and animals and humans occur the closer they are to the pollution source, i.e. coal-generated power plants. The price on children, especially young children, is the highest. This connection between increasing environmental mercury from industrial contamination and the rising incidence of autism in children is a significant factor.
ADEQ has issued that draft permit, the air pollution permit, and both the company and the state regulators are ready to go and ready to issue this air pollution permit. We're here today to tell them about a lot of problems. Sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxides, those are soot and smog and haze causing pollutants. And we're also here to talk about the tons of toxic pollutants, things like mercury, known carcinogens like benzene, cyanide, arsenic. These are all toxic air emissions that are going to be coming out of the Turk plant smokestack if it's ever built.
You know, you don't have to live there to be impacted by this plant. We're all in the airshed. That airshed stretches from Hempstead County all the way through middle of Arkansas, all the way to Missouri. So anything that happens there has a tremendous impact on us as well. And this plant will produce the equivalent of 8% of Arkansas's carbon emissions, 6 million metric tons a year, unregulated, uncontrollable. There's no such thing as clean coal. It's an oxymoron.
The problem that we're seeing right now is that these power plants, these large power plants, they are being built on the promise of a future stream of cheap, reliable electricity for consumers. What they don't tell people is that some of the future costs to them are unknown. The cost of controlling those carbon emissions in the future is going to go up. We all know that. The utilities are downplaying that cost, but we're finding out every day how expensive it's going to be to lock up that carbon in the future. Alternative power sources like wind and solar will be attractive to consumers, but the problem will be that the plant is already there. The plant has already been allowed to charge a certain amount, cost recovery prices, and so in a sense we may be stuck in the future with these dirty coal plants the way that Arkansas was stuck 20 years ago with the Grand Gulf nuclear plant, and paying for that even when less expensive, reliable energy was available elsewhere.
National Audubon Society has an action alert network that anyone of any age and background interest can subscribe to.
Who do we need to make our largest appeal to?
The governor.